What's going on, y'all? Conch here, and just like that, Chris Paul's career is over. CP3, the point guard, has officially retired. After being waived by the Los Angeles Clippers following a brief return stint, it became clear this might really be the end. He had said multiple times that coming back to Los Angeles was about being close to family. So when things didn't work out and no new deal materialized, retirement felt inevitable. Still, it doesn't make it feel right. I said it when he was cut, and I'll say it again. It felt disrespectful to let a franchise legend go out like that. Yes, the Clippers improved afterward. Yes, chemistry and health played roles. And yes, Kawhi Leonard elevating to a top 5 level again was a huge factor. But let's not pretend Chris Paul was the reason they were struggling. The turnaround wasn't simply addition by subtraction. There were bigger basketball reasons behind it. What hurts most is how quietly it ended. His final game? A blowout loss to the Miami Heat on December 1st. No farewell tour, no standing ovation game, no Kobe-style final performance, no D-Wade last dance. Just a random December game most people weren't even watching. 8 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover. Shot the ball decently. His final bucket? A 3 in the third quarter. And that was it. For a player who's arguably a top 3-4 point guard ever, that's not how it's supposed to end. The legacy of a winner. Some people roll their eyes when you call Chris Paul a winner because he never got a ring. But look at the evidence. With the New Orleans Hornets, he became an MVP-level superstar and elevated a small-market franchise. The vetoed trade to the Los Angeles Lakers to team up with Kobe Bryant is part of his legend. He was so good, the league stepped in. He built Lob City with the Clippers, one of the defining teams of the 2010s. Then with the Houston Rockets alongside James Harden, they came closer than anyone to knocking off the Golden State Warriors dynasty featuring Kevin Durant. If not for a hamstring injury or 27 missed threes, history might look different. Then came the redemption arc in Oklahoma City. That 2020 season with the Oklahoma City Thunder changed everything about how people viewed him. He was supposed to be washed, an untradeable contract. Instead, all-NBA, playoff berth, mentorship to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, leadership that helped define a culture. Without Chris Paul, OKC might not even look the same today. His earlier stint, when the Hornets temporarily played in Oklahoma City after Hurricane Katrina, helped prove the city could support a team. Then in 2020, he helped shape the mentality of a young core that eventually became champions. That's impact. The Phoenix revival. Then he joins the Phoenix Suns. Immediate finals appearance, Western Conference dominance, CP3 in MVP conversations in his mid-30s as a 6-foot guard in an era that teams are questioning the value of smaller guards entirely. That alone speaks volumes. The unfortunate ending. After Phoenix, things got shakier. A stint with Golden State, time in San Antonio, a hopeful reunion with the Clippers for a proper send-off, but it never materialized. Instead, his career ends quietly in February. No grand farewell. And that's the part that stings, because newer fans might only remember the later years, the role-player version, not the MVP candidate who controlled every possession like a chess master. They won't fully remember the elite defender, the surgical pick-and-roll operator, the mid-range assassin, the floor general who made every team better instantly. There's a reason he's called the point god. What's next? I can't imagine he stays away from basketball long. Media, coaching, front office, something feels inevitable. After spending time with family, I'd be shocked if we don't see him involved in the game again. As for the Clippers, number 3 should absolutely hang in the rafters someday. Whether that relationship needs time to heal, we'll see, but his place in basketball history is secure regardless. For me, Chris Paul will always be one of my favorite players ever, especially because of what he meant to Oklahoma City. That 2020 season was magical. The leadership, the competitiveness, the culture shift. It just deserved a better ending. Congrats to Chris Paul on a legendary 21-year career. It may not have ended the way we wanted, but the legacy is far bigger than the final game.
Chris Paul is one of the most efficient clutch scorers ever. When games were within 5 points in the final minutes, he often controlled every possession, hit mid-range daggers, forced turnovers, drew smart fouls. He didn't need 40 points, he needed the right 8 points. Being 6'0" and making 9 all-defensive teams is absurd. He led the league in steals multiple times. His hands were elite. His anticipation was elite. His competitiveness was relentless. Guards hated bringing the ball up against him. Paul controlled tempo like a chess master. He didn't just run plays, he manipulated defenses. Few players ever mastered the pick and roll the way he did. In an era obsessed with threes and layups, CP3 dominated the mid-range. That elbow jumper was automatic, especially late in games. He ranks among the top assist leaders in NBA history. His ability to create easy shots for teammates is why almost every team he joined immediately improved. Despite being only 6 feet tall, he made 9 all-defensive teams. Quick hands, anticipation, and toughness made him one of the best defensive point guards ever. New Orleans Hornets became a superstar early, MVP candidate, put a small market team on the map. Los Angeles Clippers helped create Lob City with high-flying basketball, turned the franchise into a contender and must-watch team. Houston Rockets nearly defeated the Kevin Durant-era Golden State Warriors in 2018, one hamstring injury away from possibly reaching the finals. Oklahoma City Thunder revived his career in 2020, took a rebuilding team to the playoffs, and mentored young stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Phoenix Suns led them to the 2021 NBA Finals, completely changed the culture overnight. Chris Paul's career didn't end with a championship parade, but it ended with respect. He proved that a 6-foot guard could dominate for 2 decades in a league built around size and athleticism. Congrats to Chris Paul on a legendary 21-year career.